lovers and dreamers. It has been, again, a while. So I think the last time I actually posted a video, I just was doing a quick up close look at my dreads, front, back, side to side, upside down. And I actually had another subscriber comment that they wanted to see my wash routine. So before I get into that, I just wanted to announce another life update. If some of you guys remember my earlier video, I announced that we were moving to Houston, and we've been here since July of 2018. So naturally, we had to announce that we're moving again. And this time, and I know all of you Houstonites are gonna hate this, or Houstonians, or whatever you guys go by, we're moving to Dallas. Yeah. And I mean, this is for a promotion, so it's a good move, and I'm really excited, but we were just starting to finally settle down here. So, you know, wish us luck on the move. We literally move on the 20th of April this month. So we're gonna be packing up and taking off here very, very quickly. So if you guys don't hear from me, forgive me. Life changes, things happen. So it might be a while before I post my next video, but I did want to get on here and at least do a wash routine video because I haven't done one of those yet. And since we have the move coming up, I wanted to really get a deep clean of my locks because I plan on retightening them well before the move. I'm probably gonna do that this weekend. And since you guys already know how I do that, and if you don't, check out my retighten video. Since you guys already know how I retighten my hair, I wanted to show you guys what I do to get my dreads super, super squeaky clean. Now, I don't do a deep wash every time I wash my locks. Sometimes I'll just hop in the shower right away and get to scrubbing with my cleansing shampoo, which is by Tresemme. But this time, usually when I do a deep cleanse, I I do always use apple cider vinegar. So I have a very tiny little spray bottle that you guys are gonna see here in a second. I just part in sections and I just spray directly on the scalp and I work all that dirt to the surface. So that's really the pre-wash that I do when I'm trying to deep cleanse my hair. And then sometimes I might brush my locks, just depending on how much lint I see like on the ends. So if I feel like there's a lot of that, you'll see me also brushing my hair just to loosen it up before hopping in the shower. But without further ado, I'll see you guys on the flip side. All right, so we got a little change of scenery. I'm just gonna quickly go through some of the things that I use when I am gathering all my usual suspects for a deep cleanse. So like I mentioned, I use my apple cider vinegar, and what I do is I typically do 2 capfuls and then the rest just warm water. So that is what is in this bad boy. And I'm just gonna be taking this and basically spraying every single part row by row. And I will do my entire head like that. And once I spray the apple cider vinegar along the part, I'll just be taking my fingers and rubbing up as much of the dirt as I possibly can. That usually helps me get my scalp really, really, really clean. And it also helps me avoid that buildup at that point where the new growth meets the dread. I've noticed that sometimes I struggle with that just a little bit. So I mentioned a couple seconds ago that sometimes I will brush my locks, depending on how much lint I find in them. Right now, I think we might be good. I don't see too much lint on the ends of my hair. I'm not seeing too much on the actual locks themselves, but I might go ahead and brush them just to be safe. And that's not anything rough. It's not anything too involved. Honestly, very similar to how I distribute the apple cider vinegar. I'll just part my hair like this. I'll take the brush, and this is a boar bristle brush, so it's really, really soft. It's seriously, I'm not trying to snap any strands off or detangle my locks or anything like that. It's a very soft brush, and I just like go all the way down to the ends. Just brushing to get as much of the lint out and just loosen it up as possible. So when I jump in the shower, I'm not having to start from scratch. Most of the lint should just fall away. And I kind of did that a little bit in the wrong order. So what I'll do is actually I'll brush my hair, my locks first, and then I'll come behind with the apple cider vinegar to my scalp. So once all that pre-wash activity is done, then I will hop in the shower, and the very first thing that I use to get my dreads really clean is my Tresemme, my deep cleanse shampoo. Now, if you guys watched my last video where I did a product review of some Shea Moisture shampoos and conditioners, don't think that I just threw those away because I kept using my Tresemme, all right? I will go behind my deep cleanse shampoo with the Shea Moisture shampoo. I will use this for the very, very last, I guess, wash of my locks. And because I recently lightened my hair just a little bit, I don't know if you guys can even tell, my hair was not very happy, and I think it's because I went darker in the fall. It didn't lighten too much, but because I did recently lighten it, I'm gonna be using the conditioner that came with that L'Oreal box dye I used, and that is this stuff. I don't think they sell this like as an actual product. It just comes in the box. So, but I'll be using this when all is said and done. So without further ado, I'm gonna start going through this wash routine. I'm gonna brush my hair, use the apple cider vinegar, the works, and then you guys are gonna follow me into the shower, and I'm gonna cross my fingers and pray that my phone does not short circuit or get wet while we're in there. This is love, and I need you guys to remember this, okay? I'm doing this for you. And yes, this is a towel. If you're natural, I shouldn't have to explain this, but you do not want to use a towel did I say towel? This is a t-shirt. You do not want to use a towel to dry your hair. Trust me, your already rough cuticles will thank you if you decide to use a t-shirt instead. All right, now my wash would not be complete, and you guys probably already know what I'm about to pull up, without my mystery oil. This is gonna go along the edges of my dreads, or of my head, my hairline. And then this beautiful favorite oil, this oil serum by Shea Moisture, Omega 369, Rescue and Repair, Heat Protect Oil Serum. Anyway, I use this for the actual body of my locks. Very similar to how you guys saw me using that shampoo for the last wash. I actually used it to wash the body of my locks. And that's for this very reason, because I put oil in the body of my locks as well. I also brought out this thing, this hair and scalp tonic. I don't use this too often because it sometimes makes me cough, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that first, then the mystery oil on my edges, and then this on the body. I'm hoping this will replenish some moisture on my scalp, especially from all that apple cider vinegar. I hope that's what this does. I'm not really sure, but it does have a nice, cool, tingly sensation. I know you guys are probably thinking like, well, if you don't know what it does, why are you using it? It's like, well, I have faith in Shea Moisture. Do you ever use products just on faith, you know? Faith alone will do something worth the money I paid for this. I don't buy stuff just to not use it. No, ma'am. I'm gonna use the entirety of this bottle. All right, just trying to get some more excess water out of my locks so I'm not whipping water everywhere. All right, and then this mystery oil, which is a concoction of castor oil, tea tree oil, peppermint oil, rose oil, olive oil. I mean, any oil really that you can think of is in that bottle. So this goes directly on my scalp. I don't really put this on the body of my locks simply because the castor oil is in there, which is a lot heavier of an oil than like tea tree oil or peppermint oil. But this goes just purely on my scalp and around my edges. To restore what I stripped out during my wash. All right, and now for the last final element of my wash routine. We've made it this far, folks. You got it, the oil serum. Ooh, shit, it kind of sprayed everywhere. All right. Now this, I'm pretty generous with. This is such a light oil. I'm really not too specific, I guess, about how much of this I use. I just put it on as many times as I really feel my hair needs it. Especially after stripping so much out of it with all this deep cleanse shampoos. This is where I really get a chance to make my hair as soft as possible. All right, so that was the last of my wash routine. That was the final step. So feel free to comment below and let me know what you guys think. Share your own tips and tricks for when you guys have your dreaded wash day. Like I said, this was a video done at the request of a subscriber, so I really do read you guys' comments and I do try to give you guys what you want. I think that I might also do another 5 lock mistakes video. That seems to be the most popular video on my channel with almost like 10,000 views. So like, thank you guys so much for subscribing, for commenting, for being as involved and joining me on this lock journey. I really appreciate it. And the next time I record a video, I will be in Dallas, Texas. So until next time, guys, take care.